San Diego lobby of a hotel. Now, I did not know at the time who Biggie was. I believe, I was there for a Chargers-Dolphins game, and it would have been about Steve Entman's time. So Biggie might have been big by then, but I didn't know of him. So there was a guy at the bar, surrounded by a posse, surrounded by a good amount of people. He sends one drink over to my woman. And so I'm looking at the bar, and I'm like, that's not cool, but what am I going to do? I mean, there are a dozen people over there. What am I going to do? And he sends another drink over. He sends a second drink over. And on the third drink, he sends the third drink over. And I finally stand up and just say from across the bar, like, man, what are you guys doing? Like, and I don't know what's going to happen here. I have no earthly idea what's going to happen. So he calls me over. And again, I don't know who this person is. I know he's wearing a watch that costs more than my home. And so I go over there, and I have no idea what's going to happen right now.
What's your sweat factor at this point?
I mean, yeah, I'm nervous. I don't know, but I guess, okay, I'm gonna get something bad's going to happen here. It's not going to be any good. And whereupon Biggie tells me, man, come on, I just like doing that to people to see if they will react. I want to see how they will react, and I like doing that to people to see if they will react. So he congratulates me for reacting, and later I go out back and see that there's a bus back there with his face on it. There's a bus that has his face on it.
Now, he's congratulating you for reacting, but isn't the cooler move there to not react? I don't know.
No. After drink number 3, I feel bad for you, because it's like, man, I do not want to get my ass kicked today. You can't just sit there while drink after drink comes like you're not sitting there. Like, Danny, have you read that story about that writer who had Michael Jordan breaking for his girl at this restaurant?
Yes, I read that, but tell the listener.
This guy who, I don't know why he shared this story in public. He was meeting some woman. He thought it was a date. Clearly, she did not. He was meeting at some restaurant. He walks in the door, and what does he see? She's hanging out with Michael Jordan, and it's like Charles Oakley, like all the usual Michael Jordan suspects hanging out. So he's there, and he's like, all right, so you're ready to come sit over, she's ready to come sit down and eat. And she's kind of, hey, he's like, look, if you want to stay with them, that's fine, just stay, He's like, yo, that's Michael Jordan, I get it. And she's like, no, I'll kick it with you. Now, at this very moment, this dude needed to say, great, but we got to go somewhere else to eat. Oh, no. He wants to stay in the same restaurant with Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan's whole program is to break him for his girl, staring him down, looking at her up and down the whole way. Because Michael Jordan ain't losing at nothing. And this is another competition for Michael Jordan. Still gazing it, This dude gets up and goes to the bathroom or something like that. I can't remember which. He comes back, like, I think it was Tim Grover, one of those guys had gone over and handed her a business card. He's like, yeah, so what happened when I was gone? Oh, they gave me a card and told him to give me how to give him a call after you left if I wanted to hang out. And then the day the quote-unquote date ends, he doesn't hear from old girl until like 4 days later, because after she ditched him, she went to kick it with MJ. He just broke him. And he wrote this story, and it was all about like how disappointed he was that Michael Jordan would break him for his girl, and to make it worse, when it was time to leave the restaurant, when it was time for the check, the drinks that the woman had been drinking before he got there, when she was just hanging out with Michael Jordan and them, Michael Jordan put them on his tab, and he had to pay for them.
Yeah.
Broke her for his girl and made her pay for the drinks that he used to get her attention in the first place.
Stugotz, you do what in my Biggie situation? You do what?
See, I think it's cooler if you just sit there and act like you're not sweating it. He can send as many drinks as he wants. You ain't getting my girl. That's what I do.
Bomani, you do what?
It's time to leave. The only option here really is to leave. Like, were you in the middle of having food?
Well, but it's the hotel I'm staying in. Like, I'm not leaving. I'm going to end my night? I got to end my night? I got to go someplace else?
Nah, you go find another restaurant or something. Like, the way you handled it, I applaud you, because that took some heart, and it worked out well. But there was a lot of variance in how that could have gone. Like, how old were you when this happened?
Yeah, well, Mel, what was it, 1995 probably? About when that Alanis Morissette song came out. So about, what am I looking at, 17 years ago? So I would have been 26?
Yeah, 26 I might have been inclined to do that. 32? Man, I'm so low, drama is ridiculous, baby.
By the way, you just asked a man who's been married for a decade. Like, you just asked my advice. A man who's been married for a decade and has 2 kids. You got to ask Bomani on that one.
Well, you're just covered in cobwebs. All right, I promise that...
Hold on, Stu, guys. This is the question. What would your wife want you to do? Because depending upon what woman you're with, this could go real bad. You just go sit here and let him send these drinks over here? You need to let him know you here with me. That happens quite often to people.
My wife would leave me and go with Biggie.
Well, here's